to VR or not to VR? That's a question, isn't it? So, shall we tell people how to prevent motion sickness with VR? Shall we? Let's do this. So the very first thing to remember with VR that it's suitable for ages 12 and up, and there's a good reason for that. VR headset is quite heavy, can work really hard on your neck. I have had huge neck pains because of this little headgear. It's not pleasant, but for growing children who are not used to the forces to the necks yet, it can be quite damaging. And when you've finished playing with the VR, you come out with cross-eyed like that. It will take a while to actually get back to normal. Not that long, but if you think about it, it's all about eye muscle. What does it do to kids at the growing age? I don't know, but if I were you, I would take it nice and steady. So if your parents allow you to play VR games when you're younger than 12, just keep in mind, if you start feeling a little bit different, it's probably best to stop for a little while and go back to it the next day. Remove the rubber seal. VR by tradition comes with this rubber seal. I suggest you take it away. Mine just fell off because the little studs here aren't strong enough really to keep it intact for really hard gaming. But to be honest, if you take it away, then you can also see the floor around you, and that will prevent the motion sickness a little bit. The visor can be adjusted. There's a little button up here. You can press it and then you can move the visor back and forward depending on how big your nose is. But no, really, it's there for a reason. The closer it is, the bigger the picture for your eyes, the more you can see around and the more accurate you will be. The further away, the less it is. But when you want to prevent the motion sickness, it's best to keep it far away, not too far enough for you to see the game in a smaller screen that you would do normally, which means you would see more floor, more where you stand, more of the floor around you, and a little bit or less of a game, but trust me, it's all worth it. So find your own comfortable distance with the visor. You just click this button up here and move this forward and backward the way you like it. Mine is sort of halfway forward, and plus people can also see your face then. It sounds quite obvious, but don't play too long in one go. If you start feeling a little bit different, stop, have a half an hour break, or maybe an hour even, until you get back to normal, and then go back to gaming. Pretty much any game can be paused, so use that feature and you can have VR fun all day long. Playing VR means it's gonna get really, really hot. You probably have realized I have swapped from long sleeve tops to barely any sleeves at all for that same reason. Doesn't matter what the season is, it will get hot. Heat can cause exhaustion, and exhaustion causes dizziness. So I'm not saying play VR naked because you don't really want people walking on you when you're doing your best. But some shorts and short sleeve t-shirt is good enough for half an hour to an hour tops, because that's pretty much as long as you can play in one go without feeling dizzy. Don't play when you're just eating. It sounds kind of like an old wives' tale that you're gonna drown when you go swimming after you have eaten stuff. Only play VR when you haven't eaten. Play with an empty stomach, because once you've eaten, your body's busy digesting the food in your body, and when you start moving around, trust me, it doesn't take long for you to feel dizzy, and then all of what you've eaten may come out, and that's not pretty. Remove your headset whenever you can. I know you want to go playing and battling your monsters and doing your VR puzzles and all sorts, but whenever there's a moment, take your VR off, look around, adjust your eyes, and then carry on. That will make this game last longer for you to play. Be active. One thing that I've noticed about VR games, particularly in my case, maybe it's not the same for you, but it is for me, that when I'm busy doing something, shooting something or opening something or fidgeting with something in a game there, then I don't feel the motion sickness. The motion sickness comes when I have to be moving around. Now, if you can eliminate the times you move around, then that's best. So I suggest you concentrate on something particular in that moment when you're moving. When you're moving to the straight direction, concentrate on one spot and think that you need to do something with it. When you go side to side, spinning around, the prime example of that is telefrag. Every time you move, try to keep your eyes at a certain point. Don't go with a camera. Keep your eyes still as much as you can. It's difficult, but you'll get used to it. Sit. Some games are best played sitting down, which gives you extra feeling of safety, which means when you're playing a game, you know that you're on steady grounds. Despite the fact that everything is rocking in front of your eyes, you know that you're sitting still, you can grab on hold of something if it starts going a little bit upside down in your head. And of course, like any other game, it is a sport, isn't it? And you can prepare for it. So what you need to do is you need to go out, find a kids' play area, go on a carousel and spin around. It's not pleasant, but the more often you can do that, the longer you will probably be able to play on VR. So that's it. If I find anything else, I will make another video and update you on that. Until then, thank you all for watching. Please subscribe, comment and like, and I'll see you again quite soon then. Thank you for watching and goodbye.